everyone, Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading. Hi everyone at home. This is Thursday, 2 o'clock, and we are talking books. What are you reading? I've got a stack here because we are in November, and November is one of the busiest times, as you know, for Elisa's, so I've got some really good books here. But you, tell me what you're reading. What are you reading today? Or what have you read this week? Okay, shall I get started? Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading, what are you reading? Okay, our first one is Heap Earth Upon It, and it's this beautiful book by Chloe Michelle Howarth. Here it is, right there. And it explores rural Irish life at a specific moment in time and delves into a claustrophobic relationship and tangled identities, leaving you wondering who to trust until the very last page. It's just one of those page turners that you have to read. Okay, Cheryl Arkle, Better Reading, what are you reading? This is Heap Earth Upon It, and it's by a beautiful writer called Chloe Michelle Howarth. What do we know about Chloe Michelle Howarth? Do we know anything, guys? Where's she from? She's from Ireland. Lucky her. Beautiful island. Tell me what you're reading. Okay, so that's the first book on my list. The second book is Christian White. Now, I don't need to introduce this guy to all of you. He is our book of the month. He's a wonderful writer. He's a wonderful person. And if you're looking for true good crime, that's Christian White. So Em has lived a quiet life with her complicated mother and is now looking for love and a potential escape from her small hometown. When a masked man kidnaps her in the dark of the night, she is drawn into a terrifying world. I mean, you know, he can tell a story. He can write a crime book. It's Christian White, and it's called The Long Night. We love Christian. He's coming into the office shortly. Is he doing a What Are You Reading, or just coming? He is. Oh, there you go. He's going to come and sit with me, and we're going to ask you what you're reading. So we love Christian. This is his brand new book. It's out now, and as you know, he is. What was his first book? I mean, do you know? I like him so much. He's got a really lovely honesty about himself and also about the way he writes. So the first book was Nowhere Child, of course. The second book was The Wife and the Widow, Wild Place and The Ledge, and this is called The Long Night by Christian White. Tell me, have you read a Christian White? What do you think? I'm sure you're going to love it if you haven't read a Christian White. Hello everybody, Cheryl Arkle. What are you reading? Better Reading. Just all about reading. What's happening at home? Okay, let me see. There's a few people on. Christine says hi. Hi, Christine. Raphael says, hey, Cheryl, it was great meeting you at the Festival of Fiction. Wasn't that terrific? And it was nice meeting you too. I had such a good time. Brilliant festival. Same time next year, I'll be there. So much fun, so many dedicated readers, and it was wonderful to meet you all there. All those people that came up, and we took a selfie and we had a chat, and it was so much fun and so many good writers, and really so much great content for a very low ticket price, I thought as well. So they're doing a great job over there, Tess Woods and all her volunteers. So lovely meeting you, Raphael. Sharon says, hi Cheryl, I'm reading The Girl with the Suitcase by Leslie Pierce. Jessica says, hi Cheryl, I'm reading The Wreckage by Michael Robotham. I'm loving the Joe O'Loughlin series. Okay, we talked about Joe O'Loughlin because I think in one of the books, he gets Parkinson's disease. Is that a giveaway? Oh, is that a spoiler? Maybe. Well, he becomes unwell, and we talked about that at the Festival of Fiction because we were talking about characters on a panel, and I said to Michael that I didn't really like that I just wanted him to stay fit and healthy and well forever. Do you feel the same way about characters? I really don't like to see the demise of characters. If I like a character, because it's fiction, I want them to live forever and a day. Anyway, tell me what you think. All right, what do we got? Stacey says, hi Cheryl and the team. I'm reading The Road Trip by Tricia Stringer, and we love Tricia. Caroline, hello lovely Caroline. Caroline had another delightful week of reading. She read When Gavin Met Stacey and Everything in Between, A Love Story of Friendship by James Corden and Ruth Jones. The Hollow Girl by Lynn Howard, and The Widow's Guide to Backstabbing by Amanda Ashby. You are such a prolific reader, Carolyn. And one book that I'm interested in there is that James Corden of Late Night, James Corden? I'm just wondering. Anyway, I don't know that and I don't know the book. Maybe somebody can tell me out there. Okay, Christine says, "Hi Cheryl, I'm currently reading Brian Brown's new book, The Hidden, and I'm going to meet him next Wednesday." He was here in the office. This is a great segue. Thank you. Here it is, Christine, Brian Brown's book, and it's called The Hidden. This is his second book, and he came in to see us a little while ago, and we recorded a podcast with him. It's crime fiction, and it's got a quote there, a great quote by Candice Fox. So that is the new Brian Brown book. He's really taken his hand to writing, and as I said, this is his second book, and so lucky for you guys to meet him. I don't know if he's coming into the office this time, but why don't you take a photo of you and Brian and send it to us? That'd be nice. We'll put that up. All right, everybody, Cheryl Arkle, what are you reading? Tell me what you're reading. Okay, that's the Brian Brown. Thank you for that segue. Okay, that was Christine who gave us that segue. Sally said, "Hi Cheryl, I'm reading The Lightning Ridge Ladies by Fiona MacArthur and enjoying it so far." Colleen says, "Hi Cheryl, I'm reading The Hidden by Brian Brown." The segue's over, but there's the book. We'll hold that up. And don't forget we talked about Christian White, and don't forget we've already talked about Chloe Michelle Howarth as well. They're there. This is an important book. Melissa Lukashenko. You might remember that Melissa won the Miles Franklin for Too Much Lip a couple of years ago. We've had her in the office for a podcast. She is an Indigenous Australian that doesn't mince her words, that writes with humour, is a brilliant writer and a brilliant storyteller. And these are personal essays of Melissa. Highly recommend. Let me know if you've read Too Much Lip or what you have read of Melissa Lukashenko. Okay, what have we got? There's quite a few people reading The Hidden by Brian Brown, which I'm super happy about. Raphael's back and he's just started reading Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. Jane Harvey just finished Wish You Were Here by Jodi Picoult and The Sunday Girl by Pip Drysdale. Great reads. Actually, do you know, I interviewed Jodi Picoult, was it last year? It might have been last year when she was in Sydney. For her historical fiction book, and she gave me a tip on waterproof headphones while you're swimming, and I went out and got them, and they were the best tip ever. So there you go. You can learn so much at events, not just about the book, but about what headphones you can wear while you're swimming. Anyway, there you go. That's Jodi. Anyway, great book, great writer, and the latest book was, the book that Jane was reading is called Wish You Were Here. Oh, and The Sunday Girl by Pip Drysdale. I love Pip, and she's a really great friend of Better Reading. She's been in a few times. Christine says, "Love the Ledge by Christian White," his new book. It's on my TBR list. There it is, The Long Night by Christian White. Great person. He's going to be here. He's going to sit with me, and we're going to talk, what are you reading? Okay, Joanna Nell. She's another favourite. She really is. She's a great, lovely writer. The book is called The Funeral Crashes. Now, that is not so funny because I think there are a lot of people who are funeral crashers, and I think I might even know some of them. Some people like to go to funerals, and that's fantastic. But I just often wonder why. Is it the sadness that they carry for somebody else who died, or is it because they like to sit through a service, or is it because they like to eat the sandwiches at the wake? I don't know. But there are quite a few people that are funeral crashers. And so when Martin and Grace meet and bond at an All Souls service, they unwittingly set off to a chain of events with far-reaching consequences. They become funeral crashers. But who could have predicted that crashing funerals might have such life-changing and life-affirming outcomes? Tell me what you know about funeral crashes. This is a wonderful book. Again, Joanna Nell, great writer, love it to bits. Okay. All right, what are you guys reading? Okay. Christine, we've just read hers out. Kylie says, "Hi Cheryl, hope you're well. I am well, thank you. Kylie is currently reading Stillwater by Tanya Scott. It's a debut, so far so good. Can't wait to read the new Christian White. Only read The Wife and the Widow by him so far and loved it. You've got to go." Isn't that nice? See, and I'm sure you're all like this. Like, you find a good book and you find a good author and you read that book and then you go back and you search for everything that they've written, and you want to read everything, consume everything. I did that with Claire, I've forgotten her name now. I did that with an author recently, and she really hadn't written that much, and that annoyed me. But anyway, it's the same with Christian White. He has written a few, so you can go back. But it is like that. It's kind of like this uncontrollable urge after you've read one good book, and you go back and read the rest. Anyway, all right. So that's only read The Wife and the Widow. I've read that. Marie, hi Marie. Marie is reading Last One Out by Jane Harper, a great read so far. Always love Jane Harper's books, absolutely. I was with my niece last night. She said she just bought it yesterday and she started reading it and loving it. Julie, hi Julie. Julie this is a bit special that I can be here today live. Well, welcome Julie. I'm listening to Mother Tongue by Niamh Brown and just about to reach the end. Can't wait to hear how it unfolds. Well, lovely to have you, Julie. Are you taking a day off work? Good to be here with all of us for our segment, What Are You Reading?, which we love. And just remember, if you can't be here, you can watch it later on in the evening, and you can still make comments because authors and other people pop online and have a chat. It's just that we're not here live at that time. But lovely to have you live, Julie. And I remember that Julie was a winner of the Top 100 a few years back. Raphael's back. If I feel two characters have incredible chemistry together, I want them to be a couple and stay together. I'm exactly the same, and I really don't like it when they split. I am so much a happy ending person. I just can't help myself. I really crave a happy ending. I crave a happy ending in all my characters. I don't want anyone to die. I don't want anyone to split up, and I want everybody to be happy. I know we can't be writing just about that, but that's just the way of the world, particularly at the moment where there's so much terrible things going on. So I agree with you, Raphael. Jenny says, "Hi Cheryl, just started T. Cooper's Tangled Web, already loving it." We talked about that last week. What a great writer. She lives not far from here in Sydney. She's a wonderful historical fiction Australian storyteller. Christine said, "I met Tricia last night here in Ballarat. What a beautiful person she is." I am telling you, she is everything you think she is. She's just a gorgeous person. Kaz, hi Kaz. Kaz says, "Hi all. I've just collected Legacy from my local library and can't wait to start it." Where is Legacy? Legacy is Chris Hammer's book, isn't it? Yes, there we go. That's Chris Hammer's. I don't have that here at the moment. But what I do have is the Mushroom Murders, a family lunch, 3 deaths, what happened. So this is a book written by Greg Hadrick, but of course it's about the Erin Patterson mushroom murders that happened in Victoria. I recorded a podcast with him. The podcast is out now. So incredibly interesting. The research, why, what happened. This is a really good book. It's told from, an unusual perspective, but he's done his research. And I know there's going to be a couple of mushroom books coming out, but this one is super interesting. And of course, the story is global. Okay, all right. Julie says, I'm also getting to the end of my book club book, which is Your Friend and Mine by Jessica Detman, which we love. We've spoken about that book for a bit. Such a lovely, gentle read about living your one true life, and just about to start Wandering Stars by Tommy Orange. You've got quite a bit there, Julie. Can I just say, Jessica Detman is like Tricia Stringer in a way. She writes beautifully and gently, and it's a reflection of her and who she is, and I think Tricia's the same way as well. Okay, what else have we got? Carolyn's back. Carolyn says, yes, it's the James Corden of The Late Late Show. There you go, wow. He and Ruth Jones wrote the beloved television series specials When Gavin Met Stacey And in these books, they tell the story of how they met, their friendship over the years, the series, and how the series came about, and all the ups and downs involved. Because he's finished up on that show, I think. He's gone back to England, and he was in LA. Well, thanks for that, Carolyn. I didn't know that, so I'll have to find that book. Jane Harvey says, I love Joanna Nell's books. Can't wait to read her new one. Oh, hi, Malvina. Malvina's reading The Wedding People, to be swiftly followed by The Funeral Crashes by Joanna Nell. Swiftly. Okay, and Joy, hi Joy. Joy has just finished Entitled, about the fall of the House of York. Oh my God. The money they spent and what they did. I mean, oh God, I could hardly look at that. I just find it all so cringeworthy, you know, what's happening over there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy that, Joy. It's very, very, in a world of craziness, it's just another crazy, right? You know. Emma says, hi, Better Reading team. Hi, Emma. Julie says, I'm listening to The Secret Sisters by Sarah A. Danzel this week, and I will crochet as well. Oh, well, there you go. I like crocheting. I like knitting as well. I'm not very good at it. My mother was a terrific crocheter and a terrific knitter, and I think she's only passed that down to one sister. I didn't get that bug, which is a shame because I do quite like it. Kylie, I have bought all the Christian White books so far, just got to read them all and the others now. Okay, well, get reading, Kylie, get reading. What else have we got? Emma says, I am currently reading The Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver for my book club, and The Creeper by Margaret Hickey. I think that's Margaret Hickey. Barb, hi Barb. Barb says, I'm reading Frankie, another read by Graham Norton. Loved his Forever Home. I finished it last week, and he's a really good writer. He is indeed. He's a great television personality, and he is a really good writer. When his first book came out, I thought, oh gosh, I'm nervous. But really, just a beautiful writer, absolutely. I agree with you, Barb. Julianne says, I'm reading Last Rites by Ozzy Osbourne, and he wasn't boring. No, absolutely not boring. Okay, what else can I tell you? What's happening? Listen to our podcast and don't forget to give us a rating. We would love some ratings on Apple in particular, because that just pushes us up the algorithm. Christian White's coming to sit down with us, coming shortly. I'm going to be back next week. We got anybody else that I need to flag? No? They will come up. Oh, we're going to have our Christmas party. We are going to have the Better Reading Christmas party online Thursday, closer to Christmas at 2 p.m. I can't remember the date, but I will. Thursday, the 11th of December. There's my... There's my brain trust. Thursday, the 11th of December, we're going to have our online Christmas party where we're going to be drinking champagne, we're going to be giving out prizes, and we're going to have some special guest authors, and we're going to talk all things books. Come to my kitchen, though they have been very popular. Go across to YouTube and find them. The last one we did was with... Recipes to Remember by the late Jock Zonfrello. It's a beautiful collection of books put together by his wife. It's got photos of the family, the children. It's really lovely, lovely recipe book. We made the butter and a lemon loaf cake. That's online on YouTube, so go have a look. And this week we're going to be releasing another book. When's that coming? Soon. Come to my kitchen, coming soon. We've got a lot of those coming out, and I think you'll really enjoy them. I'm having a lot of fun with it because I do cook in my kitchen, and I usually have the author, if they're available, standing there cooking with me. I learn so much, and we get to share it all with you. All right, I think that's it from me for today. Thank you for joining us. I always say this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys at home, and thank you for all your comments, all your generosity. Keep reading, and we'll see you next week. See you then. Bye.